It's safe to say, so far this season, things aren't going to plan. For the first time ever as Gillingham manager, we are facing adversity. We've had a couple of results that have boosted us up the table slightly, but we want more. The aim for this season is the Champions League. In this episode, we're going to get through a fair amount of Premier League games. We're going to get through a fair amount of Europa League games as well, and see where this squad is, take it all the way to January and assess the situation. Do we need signings? We will have to see. Yes, lads, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, as I mentioned in the intro, it's not been the easiest time for us as Gillingham manager recently, I have to say, and it all bends in because, you know, obviously I've moved house. I've then also been up to Scotland this weekend to watch the rugby. If you haven't been to Edinburgh, go to Edinburgh. It is amazing. But regardless, it's been so chaotic. So I've been here and there with Gillingham, and it almost feels like the results are showing because of it. I know obviously the two have no link, but it just feels that way. So we're back now. We're back on the grind. We're going to get these regular videos back. As you can see, maybe behind me, or maybe you saw in the intro, the office isn't quite where it needs to be yet, but I don't care. I just want to film. I've missed it. And so we're going to get straight into this episode. So what am I going to do in this episode? Well, I'm going to play 2 Premier League games and 1 Europa League game, and we are going to get all the way to the end of December. The final game will be against Liverpool. I want to play this game against Villa, and I'm actually just going to go through these games here. These first few, I'll probably do Falamas. Well, I can't say their name, so maybe we'll go for Lugano. Actually, we'll go for Lugano because Famalikia. Do you know what? Names, you know this already, lads. They just get me. But regardless, we're going to do Lugano, Villa, and Liverpool in this episode. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get through these fixtures here in November, and then we're going to get to a very busy, important December. So I will see you back here at the Villa game, hopefully with a string of very positive results. Fingers crossed, because we seriously need it. It's not looking good. It's not looking good, as you can see. So the last game we played was against Leicester. We lost 2-1 in this one. An 83rd minute goal for Leicester. And we'll have a look. Let me try and break this down for you, because ultimately, even game, probably a fair result was a draw. Weren't able to get the job done, though. Very, very frustrating to lose to Leicester. They're actually in the top half. But ultimately, I mean, look at the team. We should be beating them. They've got a couple of good players, don't get me wrong, but we should have been beating them. And then following the Leicester game, we lost 2-0 to Crystal Palace. No need to go into this one. We lost 2-0. We weren't great. And it was disappointing. Palace, okay. Then let me get started on Europe, because I think we're screwed. I think we're out of Europe. Genuinely, I'm not even just saying this. So you have this game against Young Boys where we are the better team, but it is an even game. And then we absolutely fall apart. 94th minute, there was a highlight. And I got excited because it looked like we had the ball. Killer. And yeah, and they managed to get a 94th minute winner. And that at the Wankdorf as well. We got done over at the Wankdorf of all places. We then came back and had a massive 1-0 win against Bournemouth. I tweaked a couple of players in the starting 11, but ultimately it doesn't matter because we're not dominating teams like we used to do last season, but it was a better performance, a performance to build on at least. Then we lost 3-2 to Fulham. And again, conceded 2 goals late on. I mean, I say late on, 71st minute they drew level, but ultimately we were winning 2-1. That has been the case in a couple of games this season. 89th minute winner from Kevin. It's so frustrating. So frustrating, I have to say. We did then come back in the Europa League phase, and we managed to beat the team I can't pronounce, of course. 3-1. Good performance, decent performance. But look at this. We're screwed. I haven't actually checked. Is it mathematically possible? It is mathematically possible. I believe there's 1 game left. Am I crazy to think there's 1 game left? No. We have 3 games left in the Europa League. We've got Fenerbahce and Shakhtar, which is going to be very tough games. And we've also got Lugano. So it's crazy that we might actually have screwed ourselves out of the Europa League when ultimately I thought we were going to win it. I thought I was going to bring a European trophy to Gillingham. Don't get me started, though, on the Premier League. I mean, don't get me wrong. It could have been a lot worse. But look at us. We're in 15th position. We were battling. We've gone from 5th to 15th. It's crazy. I mean, don't get me wrong, a couple of performances together, but I would say the only chance of us getting Champions League qualification now is by winning the Europa League, which doesn't look likely at all, as we've just said. I can't believe the fall off. I mean, when I look at my tactics, you know, it's the same tactics that's done us really, really well. But ultimately, I don't want to change it just yet. I mean, I keep putting it off, changing it. We need to change something. And so expect change to come if we do not start getting results. What that change will be, I'm not sure. I might just go all out attack and just accept that we're not scoring enough goals and just see if that's, you know, we've always done well in that regard. I just don't know. I don't know. I wish I had an answer. We've got a game against Aston Villa now. Let's get straight into this game and just see how we do get on. But just know, it has been a nightmare for us so far. Right, here we go then. Up against Aston Villa, an Aston Villa team that have given us a nightmare of problems towards the end of the season. So it doesn't get much more difficult than this. There's a few positions I look at and I just think we need more. But ultimately, we're going to have to find something. We're at Villa Park. We need to pull something out of the bag. Up the Gills. Let's get it done. Let's get it done, lads. Here's Guerrera into McCallum. Okay. This is where our season really begins. Into the box. Cleared by Pau Torres. But we'll get it back. Come on, Daniel. Bit of magic. Bit of magic. Maddison. Guerrera. Back to Daniel. Come on, man. Come on. The amount of times we've been counted in these scenarios. Kevin Angulo rises highest. 1-0. There we go. 3 minutes in. 1-0. This is why I'm reluctant to change the tactics because, you know, when I'm watching the game... Oh, it's not offside. Okay, perfect. When I'm watching the games take place, those chances, when you see the stats and you see they've had more shots than us and more possession, you're not actually seeing that within the games and the highlights. That's the thing that's annoying me. So I'm so torn whether to change things or not. And we're just going to jump straight in for a Villa free kick here. Tielemans, good delivery. We know he's got it in. Elias. And it's 1-1. But VAR, this is your moment. This is your moment. Disallow that goal right now. There we go. Still 1-0. Still 1-0. Both teams showing a bit of something. We don't need to see this again. Both teams showing a bit of something. Gillingham 1-0 up. That's all we care about. I mean, just look at this. It's a first half domination. We've restricted them to having any shots. And this isn't the first time this has happened. In the second half, we just fall apart. But ultimately, I've got to be delighted. We're 1-0 up at Villa Park, a team that we've struggled against. Big second half needed. Got to try and see this game out. 60 minutes in. And it's been a very quiet second half, I have to say. No highlights, nothing like that. Here is McCallum into Maddison. Villa have had a couple of shots, brought themselves back into the game. Vidigal. Lovely bit of play from him. Down the wing. Inside to McCallum. Here's Nunez. Going to go for distance. And we're still alive. Angelo on the ball. That was, oh my word, that would have been a wonderful goal. A wonderful goal. Villa send it out of play. It's all Gillingham so far, but we've got to try and hold on to this result. 83rd minute. I've just switched us to cautious, but before that's gone through, Villa will have a chance. Emi Buendia drives inside. Come on, please, lads, please. Over the bar. Never threatening us. One big thing I will say, in the last couple of games, Ndiaye has come back, and that seems to be huge. Come on then. A couple of minutes. 5 minutes to be added on. Villa will push us till the end. It's been a better second half from then. It's been a good game from us. And, yes. Back on track. Back on track. I mean, look, we're still not going to be... Where are we in the table after that? I mean, we're up to 11th. We're near the top half. Maybe there's a chance, but it's results like this that were going for us last season that just haven't been going. You know, a couple of weeks ago, we lose this game 2-1. That's the frustration. But a great performance away from home against a team in the top 4. Exactly what we needed. Back-to-back wins for the first time this season, which is mental, by the way, that is the case. But I will be back for this Europa League game against Lugano, and it is a huge game. You cannot deny how much of a massive game this genuinely is. We've got to win. It's plain and simple. We have got to win. So I'll get this Forest game done off camera, and I'll be back for Lugano, and yeah. Everyone calm down. It's a little bit more positive, isn't it? A little bit more positive. We're getting there. We're getting there. There's still a lot to do, though. All right, guys, we're back, and as you can see, I'm actually happy this game wasn't filmed because I don't lose my head. I don't lose my head on YouTube that much, right? This was a serious head loss. A serious head loss. Look at these stats. 20 shots, 8 on target, 6 shots, 2 on target. One team wins 2-1. It's not us. Shock horror. Shock horror. So frustrating. The XG is only good because it was a penalty. The XG, we battered them. And yet we still didn't win. So frustrating. So frustrating. But anyway, we cannot... This is the thing. When you're losing games like this, we cannot sit back and just look at it and go, oh, what went wrong? Doesn't matter. You're in Europe. By the time Thursday comes along, we've got another game. A massive game against Lugano. Let's get into this. We simply have to win. If we lose, I'd say we're as good as done. We're as good as done in the Europa League. But we don't even need to think of that. We just need to win. All right, then, here we go. Donyell Malen leads the line. We've got Nunez. We've got Archie Gray. I just tried to tweak it slightly. Just slightly. Not too much, though. Up against Lugano. They're going to be a decent team. As you can see, we're in the elimination rounds. Oh, my God. And, I mean, we've got to at least get the playoffs. We've got to at least get the playoffs. We've always managed to come good, eventually, as Gillingham manager. Just like the Villa game, this is such a big game for us in our season. Such a big game. We simply cannot afford to lose. Lugano coming forward, but Daniel will win it. Here's Angelo. He's been very good this season. Him and Vidigal, very solid. Angelo finds Madison. Madison finds Esquivel. Esquivel drives into the box. Come on, lads. Where's his options? Anyone on the edge of the box? No. Nunez is in there. Archie Gray goes back. It's a half chance. Cups to Cresswell. That partnership just a little bit leaky for my liking. Esquivel, though, what a ball that was. In, off the post. Surely not. Lugano survived for now, but I tell you what, that's a decent start. Hold on a minute, though. Hold on a minute. Don't know why. Oh, good tackle, Archie Gray. Great tackle, in fact. Vidigal now coming forward. A very chaotic game, this. You just get the feeling that it's going to be one of those games. Bit of nervous from our side. Here's Nunez. Can shoot from distance. Good save from Sapie. But yeah, one of those games, it's going to be backwards and forwards. No, I think it's going to be a very end-to-end game. A lot of nerves from our side. We know what we have to do. Angelo's ball in. Esquivel, he has been the main man. Everything's gone through him in that little bit of passage of play there. And he's now managed to go and get himself a goal. It's his first ever goal for Gillingham. What a time to score it. Great ball in from Angelo. Esquivel beats his man, rises highest. And in a time where you need players to stand up, Esquivel has done just that. 1-0. We cannot choke this now. We just cannot do it. Over to Archie Gray. And now Daniel, knocking it round nicely. Don't want to give him anything. Archie Gray, lovely football. Lost out, though, from Angelo. He's won it back, though. Fair play to him. Madison, Nunez, Marlon, Madison, through on goal, has to, and does. James Madison, probably playing a few more games than I'd have liked him to. Viguera, a player that's coming into his stride last season, did really well. He's been injured. Madison has held this position down. And it's the little interchange of passes, the 1-2s, the slick football. What a touch that is from Madison. One-on-one, has to score. Simply has to score. 2-0 in a game that matters so much. Guys, let's go for some more. Let's build some confidence now. Cups on the ball. Into Cresswell. And this is where I don't want to tweak this tactic too much because I know it does work. I'm just not sure what's going wrong. Esquivel. At to Vidigal now. Go on, lovely little run. Go on, keep going. Lovely skill. Great ball in. Donyell Malen. Good block. And it is all Gillingham. But the crazy thing is, last season, I'd be buzzing. This season, I'm scared we're going to lose 3-2. And here looks to be the first chance for Lugano. Ball in, got to deal with it. Oh, hold on a minute. The referee, he's given a penalty. Oh, the referee's given a penalty. And this is what just seems to just keep happening. Penalties being reviewed. And it has been awarded. Cresswell to Papadopoulos. And it is a Lugano penalty. And Dye stands tall. Well, he doesn't actually. He's crouched over. But he's there. And Dye, massive moment. Don't let him into the game, please. And of course, they score. Vladdy with the goal. Lugano 2-1. And almost as I was saying it, we can't afford to let teams back into games like this because we're so shaky. And just think what this will do to the confidence of the lads. It's going to knock it massively because we've been in this position so many times and we failed to capitalise. So hopefully it's just a blip. But I think half-time has to be 2-1. It has to be. Well, half-time was exactly that. It is 2-1 to us still. Start of the second half, though, we don't know what the confidence is like for Lugano. They're going to go long. Got to deal with it. Archie Gray wins it. Nunez picks it back up. Angelo, come on, good bit of skill needed. Great, but look at that. What a dribbler he is. Him and Vidigal, so good. Ball in. Donyell Marlon. The 2-goal lead is restored. And as long as this counts, they might check it for VAR. It looked like it came backwards, to be honest. So I don't actually think they might. No, they're not going to. Angelo, what a run from him here. Dribbles really well. Drives into the box. It does go backwards. Marlon, great positioning. We've seen Kevin Angulo do that as well. I've given Marlon the nod today, and that is exactly the sort of thing I need him to do to keep repaying us for these starts. 3-1. Let's just see it out now, lads. Here is Cups. Still only 21, remember. So a lot of time for him to grow. We're asking him to be that man now, though. That is one thing to remember here. Angelo into Archie Gray. Madison. Great ball. Marlon, finish it off. Finish it off. And he does. James Madison. What a ball that is. Really, really solid work from James Madison there. Just slips him in so perfectly. And that is it. Gillingham 4, Lugano 1. Confidence builder. How many more can we get? What a ball from Madison. And Marlon, no mistakes on the finish. Just too quick for the keeper. Just too quick. Once he takes that step to that right-hand side, keeper's in no man's land. He's always going to score that. We'll make some changes, keep the fresh legs. 4-1 should be game over. Just a couple of minutes to go. Harvey Barnes on the ball. Can we get a fifth? Can we get a fifth? Let's see it off in style. Into Nunez. Harvey Barnes knocking it around nicely. Archie Gray. Back to Barnes. The movement's superb. Here's Agu. Good delivery needed from him here. It's I'm not sure what that was, to be fair. Cleared from Lugano. 3 minutes added on, but this should be game over. In fact, I already know it's game over. 4-1 winners, comprehensive. They came into it in the second half, but we did what we had to do. A great performance, puts us right back on track in the Europa League as well. And the most important thing really is the goal difference, if I'm honest. We're 1 point below the playoff places, sorry. It's good enough. We might be able to rescue this, but ultimately, in the big moments, we've got to show up as we have in this game. So then, we are going to be back for this Liverpool game here. I've got 3 games in between them. I'm not going to lie. I'm looking at it. I'm thinking it's got to be 9 points. For me personally, it's just got to be. I mean, we've got Brighton, who are a little bit up there, but ultimately, it doesn't matter. If we want Champions League football or any European football, it might already be too late. It really might be. 15 points for us. We are behind the Europa League places. We are... Okay. It's 11 points. 11 points. It's not impossible, but it would require a second half to the season like you've never seen. Ultimately, though, it has to be 9 points from the next 3 games before the Liverpool game, and hopefully we can take some points away from them. Yeah. We're getting there, lads. We're getting there. Right, lads, we're back. And for some reason, don't ask me why, I can't even think who the game was meant to be against, but the 3 games we've had in between Lugano and Liverpool is now 2. And one of those games was a draw against Brighton. Probably a draw is a fair result, to be quite honest with you. Brighton aren't a bad team, but frustrating we couldn't go and get the win. But ultimately, it is what it is. And then we played against Wolves. Now, Wolves in this save, God knows where they've come from, genuinely. Again... another result that should have been a draw. But Wolves have just become a machine in this save. Let me see exactly where they are. I think they're still in the top 4. And yeah, they are. They're 5th, sorry. And it looks as though, is that 5th that gets Champions League? I don't know what that line means. But regardless, anyway, Wolves sat in 5th position was always going to be a tough game. Now, I don't think we're anywhere near getting relegated. But just know, I do have one eye on the relegation places because that would be disastrous, genuinely disastrous. So, hasn't really gone according to plan. I would say that the European dreams this season are over. It's all about staying up now, survival. I just feel as though we're going to finish a very nonchalant mid-table, which it is what it is. All focus now on the FA Cup and the Europa League. Got to make sure we try and win those competitions to get European football again. Else, ultimately, we've regressed. And it'll be the first time as Gillingham manager we've not done that in a season. So, yeah, A bit of a big game here against Liverpool, just to push us again a little bit further away from the relegation places. But Liverpool sat in third. Going to be a very difficult game, very tight at the top there. It might not be us that managed to get ourselves in there, but let's just try and ruffle a few feathers and shake it up a little bit. So yes, this game against Liverpool, massive. Let's get into it. A slight knock to Donyell Marlon means he misses out entirely. Was actually, not suspended, ineligible for the Brighton game. I mean, it's a very good team, isn't it? A very, very good team. And they're right up there. And Arsenal look like they're going to win the Premier League, I have to say. It looks very much nailed on at this point here. Liverpool going to be fighting. We're at Stamford Bridge, a ground that has just, been absolutely awful for us, if we've got to be honest. But here we are. Got to see what we can do. Try and get 3 points, but it's just been a very tough season so far. A big January might be needed. Let's see if the lads can do it. We're one game after this away from January, so players playing for shirts here, players playing for their future. Gillingham playing at the moment for Premier League survival. Siao in goal. AFCON is taking place, so Ndiaye has gone to AFCON, which I didn't realise, I have to say. Anyway, here come Liverpool. McAllister, Ekitike, 1-0 to Liverpool. And I just feel as though with Siao in goal, it just doesn't do what we need it to. It's a very difficult one because I didn't want to go and get a goalkeeper in. They will check it. I think it's onside. Wow. Okay, hold on a minute. Now, this looked so onside to me, so I actually want to watch this replay back. So, obviously it's a shocking camera angle, but he's clearly onside there. Oh, I tell you what, it's tight, isn't it? It's tight. I would lean actually and say that it's actually onside. I'd be fuming if we'd scored that. But yeah, okay, no still. We'll take that. We've won it back there with Núñez. Here's Vidigal. Up, won't be able to get there. Now, one thing to bear in mind as well, we've got a very young team. I try and fit the experience in, but we have got a young team. It will only get better and better and better. We're investing in the youth signings as well. So our time will come, I'm sure of it. McAllister, this time it will be a goal for Liverpool, 1-0. But our time will come, I'm very confident of that, and we've massively overachieved. Maybe we were always due a season that was a bit difficult for us. Vidigal, that's very poor. But a season that was a bit difficult for us, and maybe this is just that season. But we're still in some cup competitions. It's all, it's not all doom and gloom, which is the good thing. But Liverpool go 1-0 up here, and yeah, I feel as though they might just be going on and getting a couple more. Salah, Schlotterbeck, Salah, ball over to Kevin Lima. I believe it. No, it's Conrad Lima, sorry. Lima keeps it in. It was a good challenge from Daniel. Yildiz. Oh, they're knocking it around nice. Ekitike, Salah, and it is 2-0. They will check for offside. That one looked more offside than the first goal, I have to say. But we will see. It looks as though the goal will be given. I just have a feeling. Checking goal. Is it 2-0? It's not 2-0. Again, a goal disallowed, and we hang on here. Wow, okay. We'll have a look at this one just to see. So it's Kosugi and Ekitike. I mean, Daniel's at the back post. If you couldn't quite see, Daniel nearly plays him on. But it's, yeah. We don't need VAR for that. Lionel, get the flag up, mate. Here is Daniel. Liverpool on that high press that they love to do. Siao into Cresswell. Back over to Esquivel. Up forward now, and lovely flick from Vidigal. Maddison, back post is on. Vidigal, go alone if you have to. Doesn't. Can he get some options? Finds Maddison. Great save from Alisson. Great save. And I tell you what, we probably don't deserve to go in at 1-1, but that would have been a massive moment for us. Tried to get the lads fired up for a big second half. We'll have to see if they can do it. It's just very difficult. The confidence, the feel, everything is off this season. Everything's off. Schlotterbeck. Liverpool will play their way out. Can we try and win it? Can we win it? Come on, Daniel. Daniel unlucky. McAllister. Yildiz. Lovely ball. Salah through on goal. Has Ekitike up for support. Goes for Lima. Good challenge from Núñez. That's offside. That's offside. We're not going to do the VAR. Lino's already put his flag up. This doesn't need to be VAR'd. This is everyone's problem with the game. It's a clear offside. 3 disallowed goals from Liverpool in this game. We don't even need to see this one. This one is disgustingly offside. Do you know, I'll show it anyway because we've shown the other two. But why do we need VAR for this? Look at this. I mean, he's about 2 yards off. So anyway, it doesn't matter. Fine. Liverpool again, not able to score. Right, we've made a couple of changes now. I'm hoping we're still in this game. I'm acting as if they're 4-0 up. Oh, my word. I swear to God, I just thought he just threw it straight to the Liverpool player. Here's Vidigal right before he's going off, actually. Angelo beats his man. Can he point the ball in? Here's Kevin Angulo. I mean, what do I mean? Kevin Angulo, how has he not scored that? Last season, he buries it. This season, not so much. For God's sake. Well, we've gone very attacking because at this point, we may as well throw the kitchen sink. I mean, I don't care if we lose this game 2-0, to be honest. Liverpool do win it back. Szoboszlai into Salah. Come on, Daniel. Come on, Daniel. Big winner. Great touch as well. Here is Cunha. Questions of offside. Cunha keeps it alive. Come on, Cunha. Bit of quality needed. In. Guerrera. In. Post. Oh, my days. How have we not scored in this game? Do we deserve to win? Probably not. But do we deserve a point? I think there's an argument. We've had some massive chances. Massive chances. It's been the story of our season, unfortunately. It really has. Corner to Liverpool now. Szoboszlai over it. Big winner needed. Can we counter? Szoboszlai will take his time. Of course he will. What's he in a rush for? Ball in. It's decent. Leone. Oh, God. Is that a corner? No, it looks like it's hit the post. Big chance for Liverpool. It looks as though our luck is not in today. We've been the better team according to the stats. We've had some massive chances. We've not taken them. Story of our season. So disappointing. So disappointing. But we've got to dust ourselves down and go again, haven't we? A quick look then at the Premier League, still where we are in 16th position. As I say, I don't think we're going to get relegated, but we're going to need a massive second half of the season, just in general, just to build that belief, that confidence back again, because it's just not been there for us. Europe and how that looks at the moment, I mean, we're in a far better position than we were at the start of the episode. 6 games played, 6 points on the board, not just nowhere near good enough, but we've got some tough games against Shakhtar and Fenerbahce coming up in probably the next episode that we simply just have to make sure we win. We have to try and go through here, else we're not going to get qualification for Europe. We've seen that by how the Premier League form looks. It's just so inconsistent, so inconsistent. So many games that should have been draws that weren't draws. Fulham last minute winner. I mean, who else was the last minute winner? There's been so many young boys, 90+4 last minute winner. We've got to try and turn this around. January is round the corner. We have got a monster episode next because we've got not only the Europa League, we've got the FA Cup, something that ordinarily we've taken seriously but never really got that far. It is essential this season now. We have got to try and save this season to not regress as we have maybe, we're looking at regressing and we can't afford to do that. So in the next episode, we will play the entirety of January and we will also play this game against Arsenal as well, just in case we have any crazy new signings, anything like that. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. As far as I'm concerned, players might go out, players might come in. We have to change something. I might use this second half of the season to try out some new tactics. Let me know in the comments, what do you think we should do? Give a new tactic a go more attacking, try and do maybe a 5 at the back. I'm not as keen as 5 at the backs, but let me know in the comments what we should do. Lads, it's not been the best. It's not been the best. 1 from my upload schedule and the frequency, but 2 from the lads performing on the pitch, but we're back now. Hopefully the next one, the set should look a bit better, but regardless, back for regular videos. So if you are enjoying the content, please do stick around, hit that subscribe button because we're bringing this back, lads. We're bringing it back. Gillingham, League 2 to the Champions League. It will continue on the next episode. I'll have it out in a couple of days. As always though, lads, I will catch you on the next one.